I think we have microphones everywhere. Let me know here on live stream on YouTube if you can hear me, because I don't have. Let me see if I can get a microphone. Questioning here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, it looks like we're working. Hello, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here, and I'm wearing my 12s today. It's in my studio here, and it's the last day of the year, and it's going to be a great show today. I have no idea who's coming on, and I'm going to play our forward from last week. And hang on just a minute. Let's see if we can get Rodimus. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can get my sister here.
Hey, bro.
Hey, I just started my show, so say hello to everybody and Happy New Year, and then I'm going to be gone.
Happy New Year, all y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, bye. That was my sister, and so that was cool, and so it's all good. We're in a Happy New Year moment, and let's see if we can get Rodimus here. Rada Baba, we're calling Francilola. Looks like Francilola's not answering. Let's see who else wants to say hi. Let's see, Machu, William, Brock. Let's see who else can say hi today. See if we can get William. Happy New Year, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen with episode 292. Or is it 91? It's the last day of the year, everybody. And nobody's answering.
Hey, this is William. I can't get the phone right now, but record your message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.
Hey, Willie D, it's Jeff Eichen. We're on live today for the last day of the year. If you want to join us, give me a call on the phone. Bye. Okay, we're still here checking out. Let's see if we can get Dan. This is Jack's son. Everybody is driving or somewhere else, but we're checking everybody out here at the beginning of my show, and then we'll play my little intro from last week, but I'll talk about this week and what we need.
Hello.
Mr. Dan, Jeff Eichen, Happy New Year, Hemp Hemp Hooray, and bless you, your dad, your family, and all the prisoners coming home and that are home, and yourself, and your global treatment to help to end prohibition. You're epic, you're beautiful, and you can call back if you want. We're online for 1 hour. Okay, peace out. Love. Okay, that was Dan. Let's see who else. Let's see if we can get the Pot Brothers. So the Pot Brothers help you not get arrested. You know, it's still that way. You know, we're calling everybody today on the last day of the year, and it's kind of a cool moment here. You got me in my here. Let's see if we can. It got me in my in right there. My
You've
thing.
reached Mark Fosterman and the Pop Brothers at Ba. Leave a message, and we will get back to you as soon as possible.
Mark, Happy New Year's, Hemp Hemp Hooray. It's Jeff Eichen, and we're on Weeds Day right now, and we're calling everybody, and you're welcome to call back if you got this return call number. We'll be on for an hour from 12 to 1, and that's it. We're just saying Happy New Year and bringing the prisoners home, doing the best we can. Peace out, and may Hempcrete build incredible homes all over the world. Peace out, man, and shut the fuck up. Friday. Wait, it's Wednesday. Okay, love. Happy New Year. Okay, so that's a pod brother there. Let's see who else might be incredibly let's see if we can get Sergey. No, this is
not available right now. Please leave your name and number, and I will try to call you back as soon as I can. Thank you.
Mr. David. Is Jeff Eichen saying Happy New Year coming up, and bring all the prisoners home. We're online if you want to call back in. Anytime today, we'll have you on phone chat. Peace out. We're online for 1 hour till 1. Peace on the Pacific time. So that was David. Let's see if we can get Brand. Brent, so we're doing a little call in, everybody. See if anybody wants to play with us. Okay, come on, Brent. Why does everybody have
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The
so
person
many
you're trying to
rings?
reach is not available.
Not
At the
available.
tone,
Yeah.
please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Brent, Happy New Year. It's Jeff Eichen, and we want you to come on the show. Give me a shout. I'm on for an hour. Hello.
Happy New Year's to you too, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. If you don't mind, we are on mic right now. We're live. We're just saying Happy New Year to the prisoners and to everybody on my show right now. So everybody, this is Dan Herrer, and say Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Hey, and
We'll continue to fight into 2026.
I know Prohibition is not over. We're still working
Oh,
on.
no. Prohibition is so far from over.
So what's your take? What's your dream?
Oh, man. For me, I just I hope that the cannabis community can come together and start speaking as one voice to change the narrative once and for all and forever.
Amen. That's the best thing we've heard all day, everybody. This is Jeff Eichen with episode 292, and it's the last day of the year. For the new year, let's follow Jack's dream, and we're with Jack's son right now, one of the most beautiful activists on the planet living still. Thank you for all you do.
Oh, well, thank you for keeping your voice out there through this podcast.
Yeah, and you know everybody, we're still working on doing our concert, and the Hare family is going to be right up there on stage with us. And if we can pull this off, get some Snoop money, not some Snoop money, some Mike Tyson money to pull this off, we'll be all making some money for restitution. Can you imagine being in jail for 30 years for pot?
I couldn't imagine being in jail for a day. I can't even fathom what it'd be like and what these folks are dealing with. So I know that I'm going to keep fighting. I'll keep using my voice and hoping and helping others to find their voice and continue this fight.
The plant is the most beautiful and evidently controversial still plant on the planet, and it's got goodness in there. If you've ever felt love, everybody, feel it from Dan. He's got plenty of it, and I'm so happy to be friends with you.
I'm grateful to have you in my life as well, Jeff.
Okay, well, any final words before we let you go?
Stay safe wherever you are. Hug and love the people around you, and never stop fighting.
And just like a dog with his tail, wagging, our bark is not worse than our bite. Our bark needs to be heard by the people that are keeping us down still. So everybody, listen to Dan. Where can they find your movement and your website?
Well, the movement is the Jack Harrow brand. Even though we are part of the cannabis space, our brand represents, the continued fight forward to change the narrative and the opportunities that everybody that touches and believes in this plant has an opportunity to be a part of its future. And that also includes freedom for those who have been incarcerated and penalized for the same things that we're all doing today outside of these facilities. And our work will never be done until everybody is free.
So I have one question for our team. If in fact we have reefer madness still, yet it's been proven that not only through Dr. Machulam and the people that have said it's medicine, but that the hempcrete people and the plastic people that are making cars now, and BMW and all that stuff and all the clothing and all the organic stuff that's coming out of this plant, it's $1 billion industry. Why would they not want to work with us and keep it reefer madness? What is your take on why the oligarchies are still keeping us down?
Because this is the most disruptive technology that we've ever known or been able to use in our daily lives. And nobody with power today wants somebody like you or I to be able to put a seed in the ground, grow our own power, health, wealth, and security, and have a voice at the table for change and what the future represents. They don't want us at the table. They want to be able to say, thanks for everything you've done. We'll take it from here.
Oh.
And that's not where, that's not what I believe is,
when your dad was spritzing and sweating and screaming on the microphone or no microphone on Wilshire Boulevard and everywhere else, Oregon Country Fair, what was his main thrust? What was his drive?
His drive was just eliminating ignorant laws that hurt people, family, and opportunity, and that nobody should ever be in prison for this plant. And that if we embrace it, it will embrace all of mankind with its opportunities, power, and infinite usability.
Amazing. Well, I've got Richard Marcellus calling in, Hemp Hooray, and I'm going to go to Richard, and because it doesn't look like I can. Wait, let's see if I can bring him in together. Yeah. Anyways, peace out, okay?
So my best to everybody on New Year's. Stay safe and spread the love.
Okay, love you so
day.
much, and we'll get together, and I'll see you on campus.
Take care, brother.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Okay, hello, Richard.
Hey, there we are. Hey, Happy New Year, my friend.
It's a call-in today. I just got off the phone with Dan.
Oh, that's funny. I was just thinking about Dan. Yeah, I was going to call him. And I went, wait, I got to call you. So then I got a call from my friend, but now I'm talking to you. So, hey, Happy New Year. I hope it's going well.
Well, wait. Say hello to everybody. We're online.
Oh.
We're on live.
Oh, we're online. Hey, the world. How you doing out there? I'm Richard Marcella, and it's an honor and a privilege to be on this program with Jeff. Brilliant producer. We owe a lot to him, and thank you for having me on.
And tell us your dream.
My dream is to see cannabis open to all markets. You know, we got recreational covered, medical, brilliant people. We got laws there, brilliant people to keep it alive and keep it going there. Well, but the third aspect is the industrial. Food, fuel, fiber, medicine. It's the world's not, hemp can save the world. And that's what it's all about, my friend. So
Ending prohibition. Schedule 3 is an inch, and we need a mile.
Oh, yeah, but we got that inch when Trump signed the executive order to move the category to being, they can study it now. It's an inch, but we need a mile. But it's an inch, by God.
We do. We need a mile. And tell us your history. Tell us what brought you into the cannabis world besides smoking out as a child.
It was, you know, we all have a certain manifest destiny in our lives. Many of us find it. Some go through life without really ever quite finding it. Well, the January, Jeff, is such a huge moment in my life. The first time I smoked pot, I was 18 years old. And the first thing you question, why is this illegal? And everybody smoking, that's one of their feelings. They go, this ain't so bad. And then to find out about Jack's book and all the myriad of products, my God, him can save the world. Absolutely, Jeff.
It's a cash crop. It's a cash crop, baby.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I'll never forget. It was January 1980, and I date Jeff to live in infamy. It was the beginning of a brand new year and a brand new decade. And I'm in my brother's shop working, and it's January, and it's the 15th, and it's the middle, and it's 75 degrees out. And I'm working in my brother's shop, just looking out, and all of a sudden I'm going, wow, this thought came to me. Wow, not only is it a new year, but it's a new decade. I wonder what out there is waiting for me. Just wondering, because now we got a new year and decade, a whole decade, my friend. So it's going to come down. So a few days later, I owned a Dodge van. I was living in my van, and I met this girl that lived down on Manhattan Street, LA, and we met at a filming for a TV show about music. And so me and this guy was kind of meeting her. So the three of us go to this bar down from NBC Studios in Burbank. It's called Pogo's, right across from Disney Studios. And we're in there talking. And one guy says, "Yeah, I'm 18 years old." You know, just to be in a bar, you got to be 21, right? The whole place went silent. Nobody ever took this out. I was shocked. So anyway, so I went down one night. So after the 15th, what's going to happen in my life? So I went down to visit her, and as I'm coming, like I said, she lived out in the LA area, and I'm coming up Western Avenue. It's about 11 o'clock at night, and on my right, Jeff, I saw a big sign in front of a big marijuana leaf. And I went, "Cha-ching, man! They want to legalize pot." I know it. As I drove by, I could see that there's people in there. I parked my van, ran across to the office. I didn't want to miss them. The second, Jeff, that I walked into the office, that was my manifest destiny to work in this movement to the degree that I have been involved, my friend. You know, they talk about the inner circle. Well, you can't get other inner than Jack and George and Buddy Doozy and I, and Captain Ed McGee. I mean, we were the group that helped lay the foundation for the birth of the modern hemp movement. And the moment I walked in there was 3 people there. There was Bob Stein, Mark Hohenschel, and I can't remember the third guy's name, but they were back rolling a joint. And when I worked in, they stashed it. I could tell. And the guy who came up to me was Bob Stein. He said, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah. What's going on here?" He said, "Well, we're an office here to legalize marijuana." I said, "Sign me up, baby." And my life at that point, man, there's certain things where your life takes a right turn. The first time you got laid, or the first time you got arrested, first time, something like that. That was that moment. Ka-ching, man. My life changed. I instantly became part of the inner circle. What I am is, I had a friend, George Clayton Johnson. He wrote Ocean's 11, Logan's Run, the original Twilight Zones, Kick the Can, Pay for Your Thoughts, and he wrote the premiere episode of Star Trek, The Man Trap. George gave of his prestige, his name, and that was quite an honor to have happen, to be there.
Is George still with us? Is he still with us?
No, he passed away in 2018. And it's really sad. We had 215, the legalized pot in California, so many different ways. It was a ridiculous number of pages. Anyway, some of the people in the movement were against that initiative because it was so big, and it was so big, Jeff. I'm sure you've seen copies and heard about it. It was amazing, like 900 pages or something. A good attorney, my friend, on the very first day on something like that.
What about Bruce Margolin? Bruce Margolin.
Oh, he was behind it.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. Well, there was some people who were totally against it because it was so outrageously bad. And one of the aspects he was afraid of, it would take medical away, neutralize medical, and give it a whole different classification, which may not be helpful for the people they know, helps them in medical uses. Because the medical aspect of the movement is big, and we can't.
Amazing,
we
amazing.
We can't lose that. So I got involved. I got it. That was January 1980, and that was just a day or two or three after I was wondering what my manifest destiny was going to be. And then suddenly, when I walked in, there it is. And this is 3 days after the middle of January. I never forgot that. And the moment I walked in there, Bob Stein walked, "Can I help you?" I said, "Yeah, what is this?" "Well, we're here in the office. We're gathering signatures to legalize marijuana." "Sign me up, baby. I'm ready to rock and roll." I gathered over 3,000 signatures.
Well, when we were in Missouri, we got 350,000 signatures, and Jeff Bazansky came home.
Was that a case where somebody was in prison or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. We're voting for the prisoners. We're doing the concert. We're doing the everything. So everybody, we're with Richard Marcellus, a really good OG. OG stands for old guy.
You better, hey, mister, you better believe it. How dare you, of course.
Yeah.
I'm 80 years old. I'm 80 years old now.
Wow. Congratulations.
Jeff, I'll tell you, my friend, I'm shocked because the moment when I turned 80 a couple of months ago, 11 months ago, my body did not feel much different than when I turned 50. I can't believe it.
Because of marijuana, maybe cannabinoids. Come on, cannabinoids.
Well, I've been very blessed in a lot of ways, Jeff. I never smoked cigarettes in my life, never.
Good boy, good boy.
And I'm if it's a free drink, by God, I'll have a drink. But if I have to pay, I don't drink. But if it's an open bar, I'm open, baby.
Yeah, but alcohol's overrated. Alcohol's overrated.
Yeah, but if it's free, I'll have a drink or two. Hell, why not?
So is hamburger. It's overrated.
Yeah.
Give me a hamburger. A hamburger would be great.
Hamburger.
Well, everybody, we're with Richard Marcellus, and he's a cool dude. I've known him for 20 or 30 years. We've seen him with LV Musica and everybody. I'm sure we were hanging out on Wilshire Boulevard when Jack had his rallies there. Honk if you're happy,
Yeah.
and we had I was with Ellen Comp.
Oh, Ellen Comp, yeah.
Yeah, I was with Ellen, and we would have a booth there, a table there. I still have my table. It says please smoke pot or smoke pot is allowed.
Thank you for pot smoking.
Yeah. I have one
Hey,
of
I
the,
gotta ask you a question, Jeff.
Yeah, interview me.
Did you go to San Francisco for the 25-year anniversary of the medical marijuana that passed 215?
I did not go, huh?
Yeah, they had a big party at the general's office at the old army base there in the Bay Area, and you can rent the general's office and have events there. So they had a 25, all the usuals. Everybody was there, all the baddest suspects. Bruce Margolis
I wish I was there.
LV was there.
Do you remember?
Yeah,
that Jack gave me $301 bills in Studio City out of his shower? And I flew on Southwest Airlines with the initiative in '95 that made marijuana legal. I flew the initiative, the hemp initiative, because they were too stoned.
Right, yeah.
I flew that up there with khakis and an alligator shirt to Sacramento, and the lady that took the initiative out of my hand, and I handed it to her because I was the most responsible dude in the industry, right? And so I totally walked it into the state capitol, and the lady said, "Can I have that button on your lapel?" And it was "Hemp will save the planet" button, the original one.
Right.
It was the original one, and with the globe on it and the leaf. And she put it on in the elevator as I was watching the elevator closed. I had a tear down. I had a tear down my eye, like that Native American dude on the commercial.
You drew a really good picture in my mind of that whole moment coming down. That feeling of support.
Oh my God!
Special, isn't it?
We've been at it a while, dude.
Yeah, we
95, 105, 115. That was 30. Now it's 31 years ago. Everybody, this is Jeff Eichen on the WEEDSDAYS show, episode 292, and it is the night before 2026. In 26, let's kick. Let's have tricks are for kids. Let's have in 26. Let's fix. What's wrong?
Hey, I gotta ask you a question, Jeff. You're very knowledgeable of what's happening in the movement. Why, hell, you're part of it. You're one of them, mister.
So what's your question?
This is great. I love you.
What's your question?
I forgot, but it was really important.
It was really important,
See
right?
See what happens when you turn 80?
Hey, well, it's old timers disease, old timers, or just we're living in the world of smoking pot, and forgetting.
We're guilty as charged, all the above.
How many times did you stay at a stoplight for it to cycle through 2 or 3 times when you were super stoned? You're not supposed to drive stoned, but I just went, wait a minute, somebody's honking at me, and I'm going, what are they honking? And I look up and it's a green light.
See, Jeff, that's what I'm talking about. I got to tell you this story. This is great. About a year and a half ago, I just turned 80, right?
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm on my couch here, like watching TV, and I had an epiphany. I went, wow. All of a sudden, I went, all the people that are passing away, the old timers, we're losing them right and left. Because in the last 2 years, there's been 4 or 5 of us, the core people,
right,
that we've lost or losing. So I went, we got to have a gathering. We got to get them together. And so anyway, before I went, okay, I decide I want to do it. I don't know where I'll do it at, but we need money. So I had $200. I had $400 committed before I was done in an hour of this thing. So I called my good friend Cherie, bless her soul, and I told her she's behind it 100%. And we teamed up, and we're such a good team, Jeff. This event, a tribute party, we were planning. We were such a good team, and she donated $200. Plus, I had $500 seed money right there to make this thing happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going along. She loves the idea, and I'm thinking, wow, because Cherie's been around. She's right at the tail end of the old and the new breed coming in, right?
Right.
And we got her story that we got to save, and then she goes and dies. She passed away 2 months before the event.
Oh no.
Yeah, she died, and I'm thinking, fuck. That was the aspect that she wanted, was to catch the people that were still alive before they died. And now we lost her story. I mean, we got people that worked with her and knew her, and maybe some newspaper clippings to bring it to, but it's not the same as hearing it right.
So I can't interview her.
No, she's gone. Yeah.
Hey.
So anyway,
but you got stories about her, and you can help me. Tell the story. I'll make a movie about you. I'll make a movie about you.
Hey, do you know Richard Eastman?
Probably, but not.
You know who he is, right?
Tell me.
Well, he's out of Richard. He's a gay guy. And he represents the gay movement, and he's been around. And he's really a self promoter, and he's done a lot. I can remember him first time meeting him in the late '90s, but he was mostly in the Bay Area. So anyway, I'm trying to get a number on him because I want to contact him and just say hi to him. We haven't talked. We worked together when we couldn't do for 420. They were going to have an event scheduled somewhere.
Right.
It got canceled. So I got with Carly and Richard Eastman, myself. And I'm trying to remember a couple of other
Carly
people.
who? Carly Kopenkopf?
Yeah. She lived in Palmdale, then she moved to the Bay Area. So anyway,
I remember Carly.
Oh yeah, she's we're working on the book together. I'm writing a book, Jeff, about the history of the marijuana movement.
Oh, good.
Confessions of a marijuana activist.
Okay.
The Richard Marcello story.
Let's turn it into a movie. Oh
yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm in.
Oh yeah. No,
I'm a filmmaker, dude. I'm a filmmaker.
I know you are.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm very impressed with your body of work, my friend. No, you've done a great deal, and I've done my fair share. For 10 years, I found out about public access TV programming, and from where over it's called Montrose. There's a little TV station,
right.
Century Cable,
right.
where you could go in and make a public access TV show.
Oh, great!
So I went in there and I produced 67 shows, Jeff.
Nice.
10 years. Talk about the stars coming together. I taped my very first show back in June of '91, and I had George Clayton Johnson. You know George Clayton Johnson,
of course,
right? Yeah, and I've known George. He says, Richard, you got permission to talk about me and my involvement. Don't worry about it. He trusted me that I could talk on radio or television. He's endorsed it, no problem. I feel honored with that.
Well, Hemp and Parade, everybody. So
anyway, I had my first show airing on June the 21st, 1991, And on that day in Altadena, they had a 5.5 earthquake.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I lived in my cabin, and I drove down Angeles Fort Crest Highway,
Right.
and there was rock slides everywhere, and cars. No cars were damaged, but a couple cars got hit, but not. There were damage to a couple of them. And I shot this, and I went over to Channel 4 News. They used it at least 10 times that day. And that night, they used it on the national news. So not only was my first TV show airing the same day I got the earthquake, so I had stuff on national TV show I was a stringer, Jeff. For 20 years, I got over 40 pieces of tape. Earthquakes, tornado, UFO footage I've captured, all auto accidents, house fires, disasters, floods, everything. I've done over 40 pieces. That was my first piece right there, along with my show. So anyway, that's the resume I've worked with.
Cool.
And I was right there. Like I said, I was part of the inner circle. George, myself, Buddy Doozy, Jack, of course, his son,
Dan.
Dan, absolutely.
Dan the man. He was on the show earlier
Yep.
today. Hey, everybody, we're
Yeah.
at Weeds Day, and it's way before the top of the hour. We've got about 20 minutes left here, and we're with Richard Marcellus. I've called a lot of people today, see if we can get anybody else in here today, but right now,
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
right now we're with Richard. And Richard, tell us a little bit about for the new year, and for everybody that's thinking that the hoodwinkers are going to win because they did Schedule 3. Tell us about why we should re-legalize the plant completely.
Oh, absolutely. It's half-assed. Because, to start with, we got to go back to a special thanks and a send out for Jack Hara. He passed away 15 years ago. Wow. He wrote the book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes. That book is the seed, the catalyst for the birth of the modern hip movement. Jeff, that book has sold around 900,000 copies worldwide to this point in time. And every single thing that's happening in good, bad, and the ugly is all blaming on Jack's book. All these states are going, little countries. Look at Canada, full-blown industrial. They're doing everything up there. God bless us. I love Canada. You know what upset me? How President Trump insulted the Prime Minister of Canada, a country, calling it a 51st state, and then the Prime Minister, a governor of the 51st
Didn't he
state.
want to make Canada turn it into the United States or something?
Yeah, make a 50 state number 51, and the Prime Minister make him a governor of the 51st state. That's an insult. I want to know why it upsets me. My ex-wife was Canadian.
Wow.
She's a Canadian, moved here. My son was born in Canada. I lived in Canada. My son has relatives that are Canadians. He's gone up to the and when we were married, me and my wife moved to Winnipeg, Canada. Lived there 3.5 months. So I met some great people, most respect. And they're one of our best allies in insulting the integrity of a prime minister, a legitimate head of state, one of the best partners we've had, relationships, and insulted. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Well, we need to re-legalize marijuana. We need we need to re-legalize marijuana.
Oh yeah, and it opened up for the state legalized it for recreational, medical, and stuff. But and we got, like I was saying earlier, that there's a great people. The recreational, as we all know, is well covered, well set. We don't worry about that. Medical is well covered. brilliant people in medical. Number 3 is the industrial aspects of this plant. And the big thing is big corporations. The federal law regulates banks, and the federal government stations marijuana is a drug, and banks can't take drug money, and there's all the industrial uses of it and everything else, recreation, and the industrial uses, which is a crime.
Hang on, Richard. Hang on. I'm gonna get somebody else. Hang on. Hello.
How's it going?
I'm gonna have to talk to you later because you are actually live on YouTube right now because I'm doing my show. Say Happy New Year to everybody, and let's look out for first contact.
Sounds good. Happy New Year, everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my guest, and I love you. This is Oscar, my buddy from another mother. For like 30 years, we've known each other. Love you.
That's right. All right. Peace and have a wonderful time.
Okay, peace out.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I'm back, Richard.
All right. Hey, everybody. It's me. What's his name? Richard. Yeah, so anyway, the third aspect, like we were talking about, the third aspect is the industrial, like all the products, it's 50,000 different building materials can be from hemp. Hemp can save the world. Hemp can save the world.
Isn't there like an ongoing bet, like if somebody can find something better than marijuana as a plant that does so many things, they'll give like 100.
As Jack wrote in his book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes.
Yeah.
Hemp, cannabis is the King Kong of plants. It'll grow in the farthest reaches, north and south, in the highest climates, the highest plants in deserts and swamps. It'll grow anywhere. It's an incredible. It's a gift from the gods. It's a gift from heaven.
Well, that's for sure.
All these products. It's just like Jack wrote in his book. We don't have to drill another well or cut down another tree or dig another ounce of coal. We can grow every bit of it. We can make gasoline out of it, lubricating oils, medicines, medical. And the Contis, there's this up in Oregon, you might have heard of the Contis. They had a lumber business up there, and he experimented with different building materials out of hemp, grown, and it works. It's 2000. It's a crime, my friend. It hurts me inside, but what bothers me is we got to. The last I heard, there was a bill in the Senate, bill of Congress to legalize industrial uses of hemp. But they're just, who knows where they're. It's the Grand Canyon of politics, right?
It's ridiculous, yeah.
Well, you remember about 3 years ago, I think we talked about this before. Anyway, Coca-Cola, one of the biggest corporations in the world, right?
Right.
Was talking about coming out with a cannabis-infused drink. And the story was worldwide, and they showed a picture can said Coke with the outline of the marijuana leaf on it. It was classic. It was great. Yeah. And the only reason they can't do this is because banks can't take drug money, and this is infused with pot, and pot is a drug, and the Margaret Says if it's a drug, it's drug money, and banks so they can't do it.
What? Coca-Cola.
Yeah, what?
CBD Coca-Cola would be great.
Yeah. And anyway, like I mentioned about the Contis, my God, the fiber in France, they were using a product called Slump. Slump. This is from France. They've had a program for at least 20 or 25 years. They're building houses out of hemp in France.
Oh, no, France is like the number one.
Oh, yeah. And I'm talking 20, 25 years ago. So what are they doing today?
France is still very, very, very involved with hempcrete. They're still very involved, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a crime. Why aren't we?
We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm working with
exactly, but we aren't there. You're right.
Well, I'm working with
better.
a gentleman that is making. Let's see if I can get this up on my show here. I'm working with a gentleman that has invented a 3D printer. Let's see if I can get it here.
Okay.
Hang on, I got it on my. Whoops, hang on. Let's get it here. Let's get it bigger. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, he's got a 3D printer and he's making hempcrete homes. Or the hempcrete.
Wow, really?
The hempcrete home is going to be sprayed onto a dome, a bubble that's 40 feet by 16 feet tall. You do concrete and ceramic first, and that makes it stable. Then you put a layer of hempcrete in there for insulation R value, like nothing else, and then you spray it again with the concrete, and you can make a house in a day.
In a day? That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm working with that gentleman right now.
Wow.
And
this is exciting news because between what I hear and what you hear, we combine it. It's a lot of information that we're getting out to people.
The hempcrete home, is here.
It's awesome.
We just need some dough behind it, and then we'll be set. So my buddy Noah, he comes on the show sometimes. He and I went to NOCO. He and I
sounds familiar.
He and I went to NOCO. And last year at the Hemp NOCO in Colorado, and he introduced it to everybody, and I got a video of it and everything like that. But no one stepped up yet. So everybody that you want to get this 3D house printed right there on my front page here, come to me. We'll help him get that rust bucket going again and move it around the planet and make hundreds of these so we can make a house in a day with hempcrete, everybody.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a freaking 3D AI technology, and it's a
but here in California, there's a guy, Tom Snyder, running for governor, and he says, we need 1 million new homes in California right now, and this is technology.
We can do it. We can do it. Now we need his money to get Noah's project completed, because Noah has Parkinson's disease and he's not going to be with us very longer. So in his lifetime, we need to make this happen.
Yeah, you don't need to lose the technology.
Well, everybody, I'm with Richard Marcellus. It's Jeff Eichen. We're on Weeds Day. It's a fucking great time to stand up for your rights. I watched Bob Marley, 2 of his movies the other night. It was the new one that the children made, and it was the old one that Bunny Wailer was emceeing and talking about how amazing he was and how he stood up, and how when Bob got cancer, he smoked his brains out and stayed alive for several years and went to Africa. While the doctor said you shouldn't get in an airplane. And so if you're effed up with your heart, with your legs, with your muscles, with anything, get cannabinoid in your system, everybody. Nobody should be in jail for a plant. This is Jeff Eichen. I'm going to share my screen right now. Stay with us for a second here, Richard, and thank you for coming on. I'm going to play our here, let's get our QuickTime going here. QuickTime. Okay, it's Quickie. Okay, here comes QuickTime. So everybody, we're going to play our outro here. We've got 10 more minutes on the show here, and we didn't play our intro today because we had so many beautiful guests coming in. But here's our outro here, episode 291. Okay, so. Boom. Let's see here. So, see if I can get this to play. Okay, here we go. That was on my TV. I had okay, hang on. Here we go. Hey, Santa, what's going on, Doctor?
What's going on, Jeff? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing fine. our show already came and went, but I wanted to repost my show today, so I'll have you as the beginning of our show. We're with Farmer John. When I was a kid, I had TV in California, and it was like.
Hey Jeff, let's start over. It's Farmer Tom.
Okay, Farmer Tom. Well, no, I had Farmer John. That was that was on my TV. I had I had Sheriff John. I had Farmer John. So we got Farmer Tom here. Last night I was with somebody who had 1,700 acres in Colorado of hemp.
Nice.
And then he moved to Washington State, and that's that. But the laws have changed, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen with episode 291. We're on definitely on Roku. We're definitely on YouTube. And today we had a little bit of an accident where we didn't have our sound on. So I'm going to talk to Tom for a little while. Then I'm going to replay our show, everybody, because it's downloading right now, and I'll do a replay. But so Tom, tell us a little bit about the holidays and your take on what's going on in the struggle or the incredible nature of ending prohibition.
Oh, we've both been in this a long time, and never in my wildest dreams did I ever think we would have gotten this far. From collecting, when I first got into the advocacy side, collecting signatures for Prop 215 in San Diego, I never dreamt in my wildest dreams that we'd be here today. And so I just want to thank all the advocates and activists out there who took their time and really made it happen. We created a workspace for all these business guys to come in. So
the OGs,
yeah. Here we are. Good or bad, here we are.
Well, Schedule 3 is a bunch of baloney to me, just because it doesn't free our prisoners, and it's still federally illegal. But now we can study it. Now we can get the banks going, and your marijuana stock will shoot up the wall. So everybody put $100 in, whatever. But as advocacy goes, wow, God, 40 years we've been at it.
Oh yeah. So what I say is, I have a bit different perspective. I see, things that have happened in the past, like there was use of the word cannabis in a federal study that sits in the Library of Congress about a decade ago. Last year, the CDC said cannabis has medicinal benefits, which got us to where we are today.
Correct.
And the other day, Trump said, hey, we're going to bring it down to Schedule 3. Well, to me, that sounds like another little tiny incremental movement.
That is an inch, yes.
When the President of the United States and you have the Director of Health and Human Services, I don't care what side they're on, when they're getting up there and they're talking about cannabis and it has medicinal benefits, and that CBD is going to be able to be written off on Medicare and Medicaid, and that once they do this, once they do this, that's going to free up senior citizens' homes, all this government housing that used to hide behind the words, hey, you can't do this, we get federal subsidies, we're not going to risk it. So you're
black market, yeah.
Yeah, you can't consume cannabis in our senior center. You can't consume cannabis on the grounds of our, nursing home or whatever. So what that does is it brings it out of there. It's like saying, those people can't buy Viagra or steroids or any of the other Schedule 3 drugs out there. And what we know now is that it's not going to affect the regulated market in every state, because that's too much money. They're not going to all of a sudden change the laws where all these states are making hundreds of millions, if not $1 billion a year in tax revenue, there would be a revolt. Once they get their hands on it, we knew it all along, the government and making money was never going back. We let the genie out of the bottle. So I'm all about incremental steps. I don't give a hoot about which side did it or the politics of it. I'm all about cannabis and moving it forward.
We are moving forward. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, what we're doing right now is we're moving it forward. We're both seniors right now. You know, there's tons of seniors out there who end up in these homes and stuff, and they can't consume anymore. What this does is opens up the door so they can consume, and they are legally allowed to consume. These are big, earth-shaking deals that, of course, it would be better if it was descheduled. Of course, it would be amazing if the prisoners got released. But now we got more veteran studies, more funds going out there to do the research. So people who want to consume on these sites can now. So
you're absolutely right. And so yeah, this is a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's either a glass.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's super cool. Let's see here if I got our
Okay.
let's see if I've got our here we go. No, that's my movie, episode 191B. Let's see.
I like
here.
what the guy had to say, Jeff. It was great about the involvement stuff.
Episode
Lots
291. Okay, here we go. Here we go, everybody. Okay. Before we begin, let's have a moment of silence for Rob Reiner and his wife and all the Jewish people in Australia and the planet for being not so mindful. The Princess Bride, everybody. Go watch it tonight. It's the last night of the year, and give hope for people on the other side to help us on this side. So, Jack, we want you. For all you locals in Port Townsend, next week I will be on Monday night, December 29th, 7 to 9 p.m., having a slideshow from my plant medicine journey to Peru. Come join me. We had that. It was great, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here. It's episode 291. We're on the way to 300, and we're still thinking about doing the concert and raising the vibration to end prohibition. Congress has banned seeds. They rescheduled to Schedule 3. That's an inch on the mile we need to have. And, make America grateful again. Grateful Dead. So trucking like a doodah man. Everybody have a great show. And don't forget to hug your doggy.
So this is what I'm doing with the new campaign. The new campaign, we have established a new fundraiser.
Okay.
And which I'm going to send it to you on a Lifers movie. That's your thing on Instagram, right?
Lifers the movie is Instagram, yes.
And change that. Sign the petition, raise your voice, and Edwin Rubis has spent decades behind bars for a non-violent marijuana conviction. While the world moves forward, he's still locked up for a plant. Together, we can change that. Sign the petition, raise your voice, and Edwin Rubis has spent decades behind bars for a non-violent marijuana conviction.
I'm Edwin Rubis. I'm serving a 40-year sentence for a non-violent cannabis charge.
Join thousands demanding his freedom. Sign the petition, share his story.
No one should be in prison for it. I'm gonna breathe that. Every night I hold on to these bars and wonder if they remember the man I was before them. I made mistakes, but the sky don't belong to mistakes. One day, I'm gonna breathe that.
I'm working for you, man. I love you. And so at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, my name is Edwin Rubis, and I wanted to say hello to everybody. I am still in prison. I'm still serving 40 years for a non-violent marijuana crime. I have been in prison for 28 years, and I need your assistance and I need your help. My family has established a new fundraiser. It's on GoFundMe. My brother is going to provide you the link.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to Edwin. Nobody should be in jail for a plant, for marijuana. We need to end prohibition and bring Edwin home. Help Edwin. Send $100. Send 1,000. We need to get me to fly out there and to help Edwin come home once and for all and end prohibition. He is a monster, beautiful human, and not a monster, but he acts like it with a big freaking heart that could slay the dragon. So let's slay the dragon, which is the man that put him in the first place. This shouldn't have never happened. I love you, Evan.
Okay, love you too, brother.
Okay.
So I'm going to send you the link.
Okay, love you, man. Let's get me there. I love you.
Bye.
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 If cannabis was one of the main ingredients of the ancient anointing oil, and receiving the oils is what made Jesus the first to call attention to it. It's magic. It's a magic plant. And then persecuting those who use cannabis could be considered antichrist. Everybody, Jeff Eichen here. We're at the end of our show. We have a jingle. Yay! Tommy Chung for Lifers.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Okay, hang on. We're almost done.
To end this war on people.
The war on people. So go to Lifers the Movie. You'll find Edwin's. You'll find Edwin's link there. There's a new link, tiny URL, and it's Weeds Day, everybody. And it's every Wednesday. No matter if I'm traveling or not, I'll try to come in with Wi-Fi from Peru. Good afternoon, everybody. Is this thing on? Dap, dap, dap. I think we're going to have a wonderful show today. We're going to welcome home Stash Wagner family. Don't bogart that joint from the Philippines. Thank you. And don't forget to donate to their cause and welcoming them home fund. So that's cool. We have a nice GoFundMe site for them. And everybody else in the universe, let's end prohibition today. And let's not forget Jack Harrer, the father of the movement. Oh, my Papa in Baja, I miss you. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We have a little bit more here. You're going to hear from, even at the Oregon Country Fair, people run free. And how would you like to be one of those incredible puppets? There's these giant puppets in the grass that are go to the events that make sense to you. Giant and crazy. And globally, end prohibition, everybody. It's time, it's time, it's time. We're going to put on a concert here pretty darn soon and gather people so we can make it through the year and overturn the hemp initiative. Fuck the big boys. So check this out, everybody. Our last thing. Check this out. Yeah, check it out.
Hello, everyone. I am the real Rick Simpson, and I want to make it clear to everyone that I am still alive and kicking. And if you go out on the internet, there's many sites out there that are talking about me passing away many years ago now, which is obviously is a pack of lies. I'm still quite alive, and I'm still here. So I have been out of the mainstream since 2018 when I suffered the stroke. Has made it very difficult for me to travel and do the events I used to do in the past. So I just want everyone to know that I'm still here and I'm still fighting for to set cannabis free. And that in turn will set the human race free. So I hope you all support my efforts. Cannabis is the greatest plant on this earth. and it should be used properly. And don't believe all that negative propaganda that has been forced upon us over the last 100 years or so. It's all based on a pack of lies. Cannabis never harmed anyone. As a matter of fact, it gives mankind a future. In the past, I put out 2 books, The Phoenix Tears, The Rick Simpson Story, and Rick Simpson Oil, Nature's Answer for Cancer. And at the present time, my wife and I are working on another book to bring everyone up to date about what's happened since 2012. The first book takes you to 2012 and what had gone on up to that point. So I think the next book people will find it very interesting. I've traveled to several different countries now, doing events, and so the next book will be describing what's going on since 2012. But due to all the scammers out there now, I intend to have more presence in social media. In the near future, I'll be putting out more information. We have to stop these scammers because they're causing a lot of harm and they're discrediting the use of this wonderful medicine. And the link to my authentic social media accounts can be found on my website, phoenixtears.ca. So you want the real information, or you want to find the real site, that's where to go to get the information to find it.
Hey everybody, that was Rick Simpson. He's alive.
Rick Simpson.
That was Rick Simpson, and so is Richard Marcellus, everybody. We're almost done here. Everyone deserves to not...
I hate those. Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh, Jeff. You've been so naughty this year that I brought you something I know you'll absolutely hate. It's a whole pack of anti-legalization bumper stickers. Oh, no, I hate those. Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh, Jeff.
So everybody, it's Weeds Day. We're at the top of the hour. Richard, any final words for the children out there?
Yeah, just I'm happy about all that's happening. And hey, can I put in a plug real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
If you know anybody like to have me as a speaker, I think I come across very well, and I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Been there, done that. Do the people, love them. So so if you know anybody, I'm Richard Marcella.
And what would you say to the children?
I was let them know I'm the official unofficial historian for CMI. I got involved in January 80.
Okay.
And I saw it happen, knew who did it myself.
Okay, but children, say something for the children, for hope. They're behind us. They're going to take care of it after we're gone.
Oh, well, there's a great crop of people coming up.
Okay.
The people in the movement, a very special group. Proud to be part of it.
Fantastic. Well, everybody, I'm going to sign off now. This is Jeff and Richard Marcellus.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Peace out. I'll talk to you maybe next week. You're welcome to call in anytime.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Love and light, and Hamp Hooray.
Yeah, hip hip hooray, and Happy New Year to y'all, and to all your listeners.
Okay, thank you, Richard. You're the best.
We're out of here. Ciao.
Thank you for all you do. Okay, that was Richard, everybody. I'm going to be out of here, and it's Jeff Eichen here with Weeds Day. Hamp Hooray. So I'm going to come back to my eCam here, and we're still streaming live on StreamYard. Let's remove that, and let's there I am. So everybody, thank you for joining us today. I hope we had sound. Sometimes we don't on this platform. Don't know why. It just bops out sometimes. But what's up? Hi, Crockpot. Crockpot, come on anytime. Find me at hang on, here we go, at REL3. Boom. find me here at Relief Foundation and POD TV and everywhere else. You can find me, Duders, and love you all. So peace in the Middle East, everybody. It was a great show today, and Happy New Year. Let's do a fix in 26. Okay. Love, Jeff Eichen.